Hello and good morning. It is Ray Easton, aka Ray Ea, with the Ancient Tree of Life channel. Today is March 12th, 2020. It is 8:24 in the morning. It is currently Thursday. So today I want to talk a little bit about two things. The 7 chakras and the springtime that's coming up, the spring equinox, or in the old days there was a festival dedicated to this called the AKiTu, and I want to talk a little bit about that. Quickly, if you have not already watched this video in its entirety or my other videos, go ahead and click on the link below or go to ancienttreeoflife.com and check out my YouTube channel. It is this video and all my other videos in their entirety. This video is only like 55 seconds long, so get the full video. Alright, so I've been posting a little bit over the past week about, or the last day or so, about the chakra system. I started thinking, okay, I need to delve back into some fundamentals because spring is coming back around, which is the renewal of life, right? So we need to, I've been wanting to focus on renewing myself and sort of starting over and working through those systems that I've talked about before and that I've personally worked through and that you may have worked through by watching some of these videos as well, right? So the 7 chakra systems, there's 7 points in your body that represent the 7 chakras, right? And those 7 points are, that number 7, once again, is linked to a higher system in the numbering system. The number 7 represents faith or belief. It's also a very spiritual number, okay? So the 7 chakra points in the system, in your system, they designate certain aspects of your subtle body makeup or how you run. They're kind of like various energy engines or conduits in your body that are cycling and processing information, energy, and receiving and sending, right? And these 7 systems work in accordance, right? So what you want to do, the reason why you hear all this stuff about make sure your chakra system is balanced and make sure your chakras are cleaned and make sure you are your system is in alignment, right? Is because your body is like this antenna, and these 7 things inside of you, there's more of them, all right? But we're just going to get into the 7 because the 7 has a number that we've been working with. Those 7 chakras, they link with, like I said, the various aspects of your subtle system that work in a certain way, right? Like you have one which is your base chakra, or your sacral chakra, which is a color of sort of red, and it's located at the base point of your being, and that represents the survival part of you, that primal part of you that we all have, because it's what our species has gone through from the time when we first crawled out of the waters or out of the forest, where we were just primal, right? And that is still in us to this day. Even though we live in this sort of pristine society that everybody likes to put on a facade that we are better than we used to be, at a core, we are still these hunter-gatherer beasts, but being suppressed by society because of now we don't have to go out and hunt and gather because we have jobs to go to, right? Or just certain things that society gives us that we no longer have to do, but still there's a makeup, an internal makeup in us that was developed because of these habits that we used to have so long ago. So we have to find a way to give those systems in us balance and let them live somehow in this world, but blended, right? So, like I said, the base chakra is red, right? And it usually is linked with, and this is what we're going to go with, so we're sort of learning and matching some of this stuff and blending it with Kemetic Egyptian energy. The base chakra is going to be representative of Mars, right? That aggressive energy, that very logical, but very, like I said, hunter-gatherer, right? Hunter or gatherer, right? So that red energy is at the base of us, and that energy kind of flows from the base up through the other 7 points, hitting each one as the energy flows. And that energy is the Kundalini, or the serpent energy, right? That energy that is in nature, in the planet, and also that is in us. And when it starts, it usually, I've found from my work over the last few years, this energy starts in springtime, right around spring, when these the sun starts to come back, right when we go into Aries or spring, right? It starts about that time, and then it works its way up throughout the months until we get to fall, and then it sort of dies again, right? But it's constantly working its way up and then receding or waxing and waning, working its way up and then falling, working its way up and falling. And as you do this, you are actually exercising, flexing, or working with those energy systems, those 7 chakra energy systems, mixed with the Kundalini or the serpent energy, the serpentine energy, right? And that is why I've been talking about this ancient energy of the serpent energy or the Kundalini that the ancients used to work with so intimately, because it's how they got their heightened senses, how they developed their subtle body, how they understood and felt things around them, because they worked with these internal energies that were linked to these external energies, right? So the 7 chakra points that are linked within you, you can get more information on this on my Instagram and Facebook page. There's pictures on there. It shows the 7 chakra points, and if you can imagine, if you can take the DNA picture, I posted a picture of this as well, and it shows how the DNA kind of swirls back and forth, kind of like Pisces, right? How it's swirling back and forth and working its way upward. Well, imagine your DNA being akin to having the serpentine energy in it, right? The serpents going up your DNA ladder, right? But also imagine this is linked, these points that the DNA, the ladders on the DNA also hitting chakra points, right? And energizing or illuminating them, right? And that is what a lot of this work that we'll be talking about is about. Spring is a critical part of this. We will be getting ready for spring and the AKiTu, sort of our own celebration or festival. On the 19th, March 19th, 2020. I'll talk more about that later. But if you guys are interested in more information, comment below. Remember to like this video. If you think somebody else might find it pertinent, share it with them. And let me know if there's a question you have about this energy, and I would love to talk to you about it. Once again, check out my page at ancienttreeoflife.com. Subscribe to YouTube, and let me know if you have more questions. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a terrific day, and we're going to tear it up. All right, bye.